Hi, I'm Casey Jackson.
I'm Miles Rogers, and this is Show Stories produced by the Hive Mind Collective.
It's a podcast about all things local music.
Great stories from shows past.
And promoting bands, musicians, artists, and producers that are making music in your community.
And now, here's Show Stories. What's up, America? My name is Miles Rogers. This is a podcast I like to do with my friend Casey Jackson. Hey, Casey.
Hey, what's up? It's Show Stories. We're back.
We're back. COVID break. Bow, bow, bow.
Long COVID break, but we're coming back to you.
Oh, yeah.
This is first episode back, and we are with Sebastian Smith, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, Sebastian Smith.
Hi, Miles Rogers.
It's so nice for you to be with us. I'm with Sebastian every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every Saturday as of late, and it's been really great. So it just seemed like a natural break back into this shit, right?
Keep it easy.
Seb, when did you start playing the drums?
I started playing when I was 12 years old. It was like near the end of 7th grade.
7th grade? Okay. What was the first song you learned?
I think it was Seven Nation Army.
Nice.
It was either Seven Nation Army or it was Lenny Kravitz.
Shit, 7th grade. What year was that? How old are you?
I am 30, almost. So it was Lenny Kravitz's "Are You Good?" Or damn it, I just had it in my head. Now it's gone. It's one of the famous ones. That's all I got.
Great.
It's
That's good to know. Do you hear that tree creaking, dude, in the wind? That's real sounds in America. That's cool shit.
We're on the patio.
We're on the patio.
We're on the Show Stories patio, and the wind's kicking up a little bit.
It is blustery, dude. That sucks, man. This wind's got to chill out.
It's nice, though. It's not so, hot. It's been fucking nice. Anyway.
It's been a great day.
Yeah.
So how long did you, we all had that period where we were just, where's my claw? What? You just, no, Miles doesn't want one. White Claws. America. Ain't no laws when you're drinking claws. You're the one who told me about that.
Yeah,
that's
way
amazing.
too many shitty videos. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right, this will be on our YouTube channel.
Oh, we have a YouTube
We
channel.
do.
That shit's cool.
Check it out.
So everybody has that period where they're learning songs by themselves. How long was your period before you
I actually didn't. I was one of the lucky ones who had private lessons for about 5.5 years.
Oh, gangster.
So I took that entire first year. My teacher, his name was Dan Chamberlain. Great guy. I think he's still teaching. You could probably find him at Soul City Drums.
Nice.
But he has his master's in drums and percussion from the U. And so my mom's one of those that really loved designer and name brand and things that you trust because people tell you can. And she called the U and asked for a recommendation for me because my family is extremely musical. We got lucky. So it's just my dad, my littlest brother don't play anything, but the rest of us all have an instrument. We all had to.
That's super cool.
We really didn't have a choice. And so the U recommended this guy when he was at Backbeats. And so the entire first year I was with him, it was just snare rudiment book, just learning how to read music and learn how to read rhythms and making sure I got all the hand and fundamentals down.
Cool.
I didn't touch a kid until about 8 months after I started.
Rad.
It's classic process and everything.
Yeah,
real.
which I hated at the time, but I'm super grateful
It's
for
the
it now.
Phoebe way. You know what I mean? You don't touch a guitar. You learn the guitar before you touch the guitar.
Grandma hand.
A
Yes.
bear claw.
He was good, and then we halfway through the lessons we kind of switched. So we had a book for just basic rock beats. Had a book by Carmine Appice, and then the other ones he assigned me 1 or 2 songs a week to learn.
Clunk.
And then it just kind of went up from there, starting out from simple rock stuff like White Stripes and Lenny Kravitz all the way up to The Used and Sugar Cold. I ended up, one of the last songs I learned for him was Bullet for My Valentine and Lamb of God stuff.
Cool.
Before I ended up stopping.
Because
Which I
you were
wish I
just
didn't.
oh, really?
Yeah. We were moving on to Latin, which I loved it, but I was 16 at the time, or 17, and I just didn't have my priorities straight for it, so it wasn't worth the money. The guy wasn't cheap for obvious reasons.
For sure.
And so, yeah.
Were you paying out of pocket?
No, my mom was.
Oh,
Said
nice.
she was that important to her.
Good job, Mom.
That's right.
My parents,
Awesome.
my parents gave me, they paid for me to do bass lessons, right? At this place, On Track Music,
That sounds familiar.
right? It was on Highland. It was right by my house, okay? So I was based, I was 16, I had my own car and going to this guy taking lessons and shit. This guy literally would just sit there and go, "What songs you want to learn?" And I'm like, "What?" And so I told him, and he okay. and like we'd play the song, and he'd sit there and he'd listen to it, and he'd teach me how to play the song.
That's rad.
No, it is not rad. I learned nothing,
You learn the cool stuff first,
bro.
though.
No,
But
like
like later on in life, you realize, oh, that guy wasn't doing anything.
that
no,
guy
you got
literally
paid
was
for it.
doing nothing.
You did get cheaped out, for
for
sure.
$30 for a half hour, like $1 a minute, and he's just like half the time he's just listening. 15 minutes, he's just listening to the song, and then he like, dude,
Didn't have a lesson plan.
no lesson
have any
plan,
tablature.
no fucking theory, nothing. It was, and he like, first of all, I can't believe I didn't open with this, like bolo tie guy, you know what I mean, like, like for real, like mustache, like goatee, like a long ponytail, hard. Like I never like rocked the ponytail, even when my hair was long. Like I never like rocked the ponytail. I rocked the bun, but like the ponytail, I just felt like was so aggressive.
Yeah, I never rocked the
Just so,
ponytail, dude,
like,
never. It was always
I
engine
deliver
hot.
pizza.
I was this close to rocking a ponytail today, but I couldn't find my hair tie. So that's on
See,
me.
you do like the folded up though. You know what I
No,
mean?
I do a
And
full
it's
ponytail
like
sometimes, too.
One of the videos that we posted of jamming with him, it's got full
full
ponytail.
full pony.
And Wes
See,
was
and
like,
I
he
mean,
looks
like,
like Mulan's
I
dad.
ain't trying to talk shit, but you do deliver shit. You deliver legs and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Legs and drugs.
legs and drugs for a really big company.
Very, yeah, a rather large one.
Rather large. So I think I owe the money, probably somewhere along the line. What was your first band experience? Like, how old were you when
Oh,
you
I
first
was-
jammed with other people?
I was 15. No, I was 14 when we first started. Me and a couple friends, another drummer.
What?
He ended up playing guitar in it because he couldn't find
Oh,
another
okay.
guitarist, and he was kind of a douche.
I thought you guys just set up 2 drum sets in the basement and like, all right, you play this and I'll play this.
We're totally Manchester Orchestra.
No,
That would have been
seriously.
cooler. This kid was actually better than me at the time, and he always used to give me shit about it and just kind of put me down all the time, but I was just looking to fit in because I was that kid for a
Yeah.
long time.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, we played one show, so it was my friend Brett Parker. He was the guitarist, the drummer. He's a really cool guy now, though. Love him to death. And bassist's name was Colby Thornton, and we were in 9th grade, so the first time we started doing parties at the end of the school year or whatever.
Yeah.
We got invited to play this house party. It was fucking terrible.
You guys like play originals or play covers or what?
Yes.
Both.
Both?
Not,
Okay.
not well,
all,
though.
all of the above.
You wouldn't be able to tell the difference because it just sounded like shit. People were down in the basement for maybe like 2 minutes before they went upstairs, and we didn't care because we were just being loud and 14.
And 14.
Yeah.
Jamming.
And that
Within
project
earshot of people.
That project
That's
was
so funny.
called Birth Music Death. We called it BMD for short because we were 14.
BMD. Oh my god,
It
dude.
was horrible.
That's like literally though, dude. Like the right person hears you in the 90s, and
Yeah.
a whole movement of people follow you.
Pretty much,
You
yeah.
know- you
Birth
know what I
Music
mean?
Death.
Birth music death.
That's right. And then after that, with the
That's
same
so
kids.
epic.
You're the
Seb,
next
that's
Toad the
so
Wet
epic.
Sprocket.
No, for real. That's what I'm saying, bro. Toad the Wet Sprocket got famous. So could have Birth Music Death.
I'll tell him that. I'll make him listen to this.
Yes,
so he can hear me say it.
that's up. So, then,
After that, it was the same 2 guys with another friend to be the front man because none of us could sing. We
yup.
started another one when we were about 15, 16, which we never took seriously. Had a better band name, though. It was called Randomly Noted, which I'm still a huge fan of that band name for a pop-punk style band.
Randomly noted.
Yep.
I dig it. It's cool.
Never really
Dude.
did too much with that, but yeah.
End of story. Randomly, you know what I mean? Like, they're super good. Super pop punk bands are. They're not necessarily easy, but
Especially in 2005. It was like,
Well, fuck. Yeah, there were no bands in 2005. Dude, being in a band in like the late 90s would be so easy. There's no other bands.
maybe, but
I
then
mean,
you gotta.
I don't know.
Then you gotta think all the inspirations. At least most of the ones that I took wouldn't have existed either.
Well, for sure. I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
I want to believe that there were local bands back then. Just
No,
not
and
ones
100,
that
dude.
we knew about.
I'm literally like, I'm a dumb idiot for actually like if I actually believe that. Obviously, there were bands and there was shit going on, but like MySpace happened and then people just made up bands.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like got shows and shit. So it's like bands just, I don't know, inorganically happened because of this promotion tool, and people were good at promoting shit. Fuck, I made a band there that I never even wrote a song for, and I just had a fucking page. White Picket Fences. It's a cool name, so I'll just save it for when I'm ready to do it. It's been 15 years, guys. And MySpace isn't even a thing. That's still up though, probably.
So we're gonna do an EP called White Picket Fences.
Sure,
Just
all
make
day.
it super indie.
Well, no, and that's like how it always is now. You know what I mean? Like when you have a good band name that, or like whatever, like, oh, we got to use that as a song title now. Like the song's called The Lethal West. Fuck. That's like
I'm actually pretty into that.
that was one of my favorite band names I ever did with CJ Coop.
Hell yeah.
Racist Kramer, dude. He's
Oh,
always
okay.
he's always good at shit like that. You know what I mean? The Lethal West. We were just like, that is such a sick band name. Good job. And then like when I heard that he called the band Racist Kramer, because it's like it's been so long, people don't even fucking get it anymore. You know what I mean? Like half the people are just like, what?
I watched Seinfeld. He's racist. What?
No, yeah, he's racist.
I feel like most people our age do.
No, everybody our age knows.
Yeah.
But I mean, like that's the thing. Is like they don't go to shows anymore. You're not worried about that.
It's
You know what
true.
I mean? Like it's you gotta get the younger blood into it. You know what I mean? But
I gotta smell this. Is this High West rum then?
oh yeah, High West Rum. This episode brought
What's
to you by High West Rum.
Oh, Den and Brick?
Dented Brick Rum.
It smells really good.
Oh man, I'm not a rum guy, or else
Just take a sniffle.
I'll snooter it.
Take a snooter.
Oof, it's so sweet.
Yeah. Well, it's, yeah.
Well,
distilled
rum.
sugar.
You know what I mean? Rum is
Take a sniffle?
is sweet.
Yeah. Scott had me try some rum that he.
I'm sure it's delicious.
He distilled himself, and then I think somebody else barreled it. Is that what you said?
Well, we filled the barrel together. But
Oh, okay. You just can't take 100% of the credit for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Gangbusters.
it was good, man. I was tasting it the whole way home. I had like one little taste of it and like driving.
Oh, I
One
was like,
little
you're
taste
just
of it.
taking shots while driving?
No. Just before I left Dented Brick, he's like, here, just have a little nip.
Have a little nibble. Great.
Just enough to get your tongue warm.
Yeah.
So like in these bands, like where were you practicing? Like basements?
Basements, garages.
Yeah.
My basement a lot. Brett's basement a lot. We were in his mom's garage for a couple weeks until a cop came and knocked on the garage door.
Yeah. We got to take it
Taylorsville?
downstairs. In
Yeah.
Taylorsville, of
Yeah.
course, in Taylorsville. What time was it?
Oh, it was like maybe 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah, for sure.
In the middle of the day.
It's bullshit. Some fucking old lady who's just like stuck at home.
Actually, she said there was no complaint. She was just driving around and heard us and stopped us. Yeah.
What a bitch.
Yeah, I didn't realize how fucked up it was because, again, I was like 15.
You're
14,
15 and so
like,
you're just like, whatever.
all right.
Like it's the middle of the day. I can be as loud as I fucking want.
I got lucky because my grandpa has kind of a big complex. Like you guys saw my.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
totally.
There, in that like back area was a big old garage that was vacant for
Yeah,
years.
totally.
Because my parents like rented it out. But anyway, I have a band in there for years. And,
That's
like,
tight.
We were so loud and everybody hated it, but nobody called the cops on me. Damn.
Yeah, for real. We were in between, like 2 different times in between Lauderdale tours. We had like a week home. Like we were like out for 3 weeks, home for a week, and then out for three more weeks. Like it's like, dude, why we even come home? Let's just stay out. You know what I mean? Like I gotta come home and do nothing for 5 days. Anyway, but we were doing 2-a-days during that like week. So you'd like get up, like jam
Oh,
at
yeah.
like 11, do the set twice, and then like meet back up at 7, jam again, like 2-a-days, bro. But like we were jamming in my grandma's house, and she had like enough. Whoa, Jesus, it's really clunky and loud in here. She had enough. She had enough property in between like us and the house that it just sounded like somebody was just playing music super loud. You know what I mean? Like
That's cool.
that was super tight. So first band that you felt serious about, that was like, I'm in this band and I'm stoked about it.
I joined one when I was, it was either 17 or 18. It was a band called Never Before with my good friend Walter Brady. We had his wife at the time. She was the lead singer, and we also had his cousin doing all the
His
drums.
wife was the lead singer?
Yeah, don't ever do
Yes.
that.
Done. Out. Peace. That no success ever.
I was in the band for 2.5 years, but we jammed 4 days a week, so it was Monday through Thursday, and it was for like 2 hours at a
Clunky.
time, 2 to 3 hours at a time. And I love Walter to death, but he's one of the very few people who can actually push me and piss me off, but make me work.
Yep.
And so I think that, besides all the lessons and stuff, because this was probably about 1.5 years after I stopped taking lessons, about a year. And besides lesson time, he pushed me to be like, he's the one that got my feet where they are, that kind of stuff, and fill writing and stuff like that.
Great.
And in that for a couple of years. We actually got signed in that band for a little bit.
Signed. What did signed mean?
We signed a contract with a little recording label called Dirtbag Music, which isn't around anymore because they were bought out by Sony a couple months after we signed with them. I think it was Sony.
So we're on Sony, and then you get dumped.
No, actually, they just wanted us to. We had to write 2 songs a week and send it to them because we didn't have the sound they wanted. They wouldn't tell us what to do. But
Fuck, that's more shit than I ever got.
yeah, but we our guitarist at the time, his name was Darren. He had a recording studio that we used as a practice space in his parents' basement, and it was legit. It was like a room within a room built up, so it was all soundproofed and everything was mic'd up. So we were able to record it and do that.
Parent
So
money.
we just literally did 2 songs a week,
Cool.
and
Just sent to Sony?
yeah,
For real?
and they would
You
just
at
tell us
17?
stuff. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's working, dude.
Yeah,
That's
it was.
super tight. I mean, for free, but like seriously, like the right people hearing you, you get the right song. You could have done it.
Yeah, that's why I'm good at recording or playing to a click.
Yeah,
'Cause I
that's
did it
why
for
I'm
so
good at
fucking
playing to
long.
a click. That's what's up. I'll take it.
And then I ended up I was working and they kept sending me out of town. It was a little too much and I kept taking all of it because I was young and that band just wasn't moving like I wanted it to either, which I get now, but they ended up booting me out because they thought they were going to replace me with Chris Sweet for a little bit, and he opted out for a little while and then ended up going back to their old drummer because there's a lot of drama with drummers back in that day.
Yeah, bro.
And then,
I feel like for a long time you couldn't ever find a drummer, but
they were swapping between the 3 because they knew like me, Chris Sweet, and this kid named Brian Medeiros, who I still think is one of the best that's come out of here too.
Here it is because we had drummers like that set standards, and so it wasn't that you couldn't find a drummer, it's that you couldn't find a decent drummer.
for real.
I feel like there was just
For real though, you had like a lot of
you
drummers
had
got
some
poached
strong drummers that came out of
and
here.
got poached and are gone.
Yeah, because I took a little break after that, and then I joined Fire in the Skies. I'm sure you remember those guys from back in like around the year 2010-ish.
Fuck, of course I remember that band.
Yep. And then so I was in that one for a while, got kicked out, kind of shadily. But
Did
I
you
don't really wanna
tour?
talk shit. We did, not in that stint. And then I was gone, and didn't do much, and then I got back into that band probably like 6 months to a year later, and then we're supposed to be a 2-week tour. We ended up dropping off the first week because we got fucked.
Who was the tour with?
There's a band, like a DIY band called Parlay, and they had a manager they basically hired to set up the tour and stuff for us.
Who just fucked the whole thing?
Yeah, like we were supposed to get like $100 guarantees, kind of stuff like that. The first night we got $43. The second night we got $60. The third night we didn't get anything. And so luckily, after like 5 days on that tour, we were just routing through Salt Lake, so we just dropped off because we couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
And we obviously he didn't fulfill his end of the contract, so there's not really.
Dude, we held motherfuckers to contracts. We printed emails out, dude. We drove this dude to his ATM and got money. He got money. Dude, we have this email that says $200. He's just like, dude, we need to make it to the next town, bro. It was a business, man.
Yeah.
We were having fun, but shit.
That was my first touring experience ever. So
That was, and you were how old?
20.
20?
Mm-hmm.
Van?
No, Fire in the Skies. They had a cargo bus. You usually see at the airport.
Oh,
the
yeah,
shuttle
yeah,
buses.
yeah.
And they
I've seen
rigged
that.
it so it had bunks in the back.
Sick.
And then,
And then you guys had a trailer?
Yeah, and there was a
Nice.
generator mounted on the tongue of the
Get
trailer.
the fuck
So we were
out.
able to have like a microwave and shit. We had a TV and stuff like that. So it was spoiled in that aspect, honestly.
So you guys only did that one little weak guy? And
Just
nothing
me. With their other drummer, same kid actually from the first band. He was the drummer before me and after me.
else? Just jumping around.
He toured a lot with them. Like they did stuff with Stick to Your Guns and stuff like that. Became friends with like Misery Signals and everything like that. And so he's got, they went through some shit.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Make sure you're staying in nice and tight on that mic.
Sorry.
That mic is hot.
I don't know. It's pretty hot.
It's not for me, bro. And I mean, I'm talking here. You know what I mean? Like, sorry if it kills you. I mean, I'll go with this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Because I hear myself
But
way
talk
more than you do.
Yep. See, there you go. I see it now. That was great.
Cool.
That was a great level.
I'll keep that.
I'll keep that level. So,
Levels.
Casey always has the duty of like handling these recordings, and he's probably just like, "Fuck, Miles, your levels are bullshit. Everything's all over." And I'm just like, I'm just looking at blips on a screen.
Trying to keep it all in the same
Yeah,
area.
it sounds good to me. Fuck. Anyway, so Fire in the Sky's done. What's next?
I took a very long break. I took probably a 2.5 year break.
2.5 years?
Yeah, which was
Fuck.
awful. I was going through some shit in my life at the time. So
I'd still have held you to it.
yeah, just
You
didn't.
shouldn't have.
I was going through some shit in my life at the time and stuff like that, and I just kind of put it down the priority list. Which, honestly, thinking about it, that's probably one thing that made me super depressed is that I wasn't doing music because my life got way.
Well,
better
you
after I
don't
started
think
again.
about it because it's like you don't.
Oh, that thing that I used to love to do.
Yeah, the reason
not
why.
fucking
And
doing
I'm not
anymore?
fucking doing anymore. Maybe that's compounding the sadness, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, after you don't do it for a while, you figure it out.
Yeah.
After I was ejected from the ocean. Yeah, I had a little bit of. But I was just playing Austin songs the whole time, and then he passed away, and so I couldn't. And so I was like, fuck. Anyway, continue.
So I did that, and then I got hit up by this band to try out for him. And it turns out Walter was in the band, which is funny because it's always in the same family, right?
Yeah, bro.
And
Salt
it's
Lake
just-
City.
Yeah, I was with this kid named Dustin, another really cool guy who lives on the east side. I went over there and tried out and got in, and So I left Fire in the Skies. It was right before I turned 21, like maybe 5 months before I turned 21, and I joined the second band. They were called Only Clouds Above. I think I was 20, almost 23.
I don't remember hearing of that
They
band
played
ever.
one show. Dustin had a voice kind of like, what's his name from Seosin, the second guy?
Cove Reaper.
Yeah, so that was kind
The
of his
Mormon
influence.
guy.
Yeah, he sounded like him and like Shiotis, like that kind of style, high pitched kind of stuff. And he was good when he could do it, but he was having some vertigo problems. And
Get vertigo on stage.
yeah, he
Liza Minnelli.
he actually had to get surgery done on his septum and stuff in order to fix it. So it ended up being kind of a big deal. But after that happened, we just kind of fell apart. It was one of the best band breakup sessions I've ever had because we just, like, the kid's pretty loaded. And so we bought like 5 Papa John's pizzas and like 2 30 racks. and just-
Papa John's.
So instead of like a Friday night band practice, we all just got wasted.
Racist fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Racist pizza and 30 racks.
Yep.
Gangster. So how long did you play for that band?
Only a few months. It wasn't
Few
that long.
months?
We
Oh, just
recorded.
quick jump.
Yeah, we recorded a couple songs with like high vibe recordings with Bucket. And then we played one show at Liquid Joe's. I remember because it was, I think it was Chris Sweet that set up that one too. I forgot what band he was with at the time.
No, I drove past Liquid Joe's the other day and it just looked so sad. The sign was just like, "We're all in this together," and it's just empty parking lot. And
No.
just like, fuck, ain't no sports on to watch at the bar. Like,
There's weeds growing up through the cracks and shit because nobody's parked there. in weeks.
shit, fuck talking about Corona. I don't want it to be
I
on
do
this
miss
podcast.
playing shows though. I actually do like that
So
stage
bad.
for like a little bar stage. That's probably the best one.
Oh,
Me and Miles
no.
played like the last show at Metro with our band.
I don't consider Metro a bar though. Like it is, but I don't consider that a bar stage. Like Liquid Joe's is the best actual, like most people just go there to get a drink. People go to Metro to go to shows.
No, I feel that.
That's true. Yeah.
That's a
Metro
fair
is,
call.
That's a venue. For
Yeah,
sure.
Liquid Joe's has a sweet stage for a bar. And so
That
yeah,
little
that's-
angle corner stage, they're just like, we'll just put a stage in there.
Yeah,
and
well-
like Head PE plays it. Like, fuck.
fucking Ja Rule was there last year.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah, dude.
Put it on me.
Monica.
Monica. Fuck you. He was on Ridiculousness, like probably pretty recently, like probably within the last like 5 years, and it was like they went back to the Monica. It's like they just one fucking name, and just always like literally that I hear that name and I just think sometimes just Monica. Oh no. Yeah, I mean I just like fuck.
That's how we do.
That's how we do.
That's
Next
good.
band up.
After that was No Safeway Home, which is still one of my favorite projects I've been involved with.
That's a cool name.
Go check out those music videos. They're badass.
Yeah, those are my first music videos I ever did too. It was a good time.
4 separate words. No safe way home.
Yep.
Gangster. I'll be looking them up.
All the videos on YouTube. The last song we did never made it to Spotify or anything like that. The rest of it is. But the music video is on YouTube. It's called Roots Like Ropes. And fun fact, that was the only song I was involved in writing.
Gangster.
Yeah, it was a fun one though. I was in that band for a couple years. We did like 1 or 2 Weekend Warrior things. We mostly just played shows around town,
Weekend Warriors like tour though. Let's get some deets.
like Rock Springs area and just,
Rock Springs.
Yeah,
What a random ass place
It was
to do
actually-
a Weekend Warrior.
it was actually a lot of fun.
No, I'm about it. I
Yeah.
just like my Weekend Warriors were to like Casper.
That's
or
cool.
Not Casper. No, we would like if we were hitting Casper because that's like a 9-hour drive. Like what's the place where we go and get fireworks and porn?
Evanston?
Evanston?
Thank you so much. Fucking could
I was
not.
like, it can't be that obvious.
No, it is that obvious.
Oh,
Or
it is.
Rhineston. Or like, I don't think we ever played like Wendover. There's nowhere to play out there in Wendover unless
Sure
you're like,
there is.
REO Speedwagon.
Yeah, the Pepper
Royal
Mill.
Bliss, who plays the Pepper Mill like
Fuck.
every month.
No,
Yeah,
thank
but
you.
that
And how many
place-
people go out to that?
Tons.
Yeah, a
My brother
lot.
goes to those shows and they pack that place.
Really?
I'm not kidding you.
At the same time, though, that venue's
Yeah.
got
They
some
get
sick
paid
sound.
out there,
That's
dude.
Yeah.
fucked.
I saw fucking Toto out there. It was one of the best shows I've ever seen. Seeing Toto at the Pepper Mill.
Weezer?
Weezer would have been cool.
No, I just because of Africa.
No, that song actually pisses me off. I don't want to
No,
talk about that.
yeah, it's fucking stupid. It's just the same song but different
But
a little
just-
bit,
Just dumber.
like a tiny bit. Like you want to talk covers. 99 Red Balloons.
Yeah,
Best
that's
cover of
what's
all
up.
time. Best cover of all time. Best cover of all time.
Besides, like maybe Natalie and Brigila's "Torn" because I love that song.
I don't have any comments on that because I don't know what we're talking about.
The Babe is Babe of the '90s.
I mean, she was a
Put that out
babe,
there
I'm
right now.
sure. Like
Yeah.
I
You can't see Scott, but he's nodding because he knows.
Scott, what's up? Scott knows what's up. Oh, we peaked hard there. That was God, dude, I gotta get these levels right, dude. I gotta get a new board. This board sucks. This board sucks. Just blame the technology. So, then next, No Safe Way Home. We should just be like writing these down. Next one.
So there's no safe way for a while. We lost our guitarist. We just never really had the chemistry for like good writing and stuff like that. He ended up quitting, and we didn't do as much after that. And then the singer ended up moving to Oregon, which was a huge bummer. And then nothing after that for that band. And then I just kind of did filling in gigs for everybody because I met a lot of the local bands when I was doing No Safe Way Home because that's when I learned the don't play too many shows thing because we played way too many shows.
Yeah, bro.
Like twice a month at the loading dock kind of thing.
Oh,
Like, don't do that.
Wait, was the loading dock around back then?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
been
we're-
around for a minute, dude.
Yeah, we were practicing at Posse at the time, which, if you
It's
don't
not
know, is
around now.
yeah, it's like a half a block away from where the loading dock used to be. And so we just like get a cart to our band room and literally just cart our gear over to the stage and play. It was so easy.
We
Winners
did
might
that.
have played a lot.
We did that with Ocean one time. It was super tight.
Yeah, and so a bunch of the kids that I met there, I kind of floated around and did a lot of fill-in gigs with bands like At Ashore, Lithium 7. There's a bunch. I was kind of a band whore there for a little while, but I like refused to join any band because there wasn't really any that really fit my fancy, I guess you could say.
Did you help out the archives at that point?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was in that same area.
We were gonna open up for He Is Legend, and that show got canceled. Thank you, Liquid Joe.
Thank you, Liquid Joe.
That was more their tour that fell apart.
Oh yeah, I guess it was the tour, but like we didn't find out about it until
Yeah, that's true. So like the
Like-
week before.
No, it was like 2 or 3 days before. I
Was
already
it?
had tickets sold and everything. Yeah, dude. I want, maybe I'm wrong, but I want to say it was that soon. Like I was mad.
That's super weak.
Ready.
Yeah, after just 2 weeks with me, we got things down, ready enough for a show at least. So, yeah, that was fun.
So shows a loading dock. What was this band called?
That was when he was just filling in.
Oh, just filling.
Yeah.
filling in
First-
random stuff.
Yeah, like when I was helping out at Trader's Last Breath, which was in the last ones when I got my deathcore fix out a little bit
Deathcore.
because Blast
Uh,
Beats.
At Ashore, you said, right?
Yeah, out of shore, I did a lot of shows with those guys.
That's where I met Seb. Well, I met Seb at a party, at a mutual friend's party. Bushy, love you.
Miss you.
Bushies. I miss the Bushies. They're
Yeah,
great people.
they hang out.
Yeah, we
Um,
talked to Lynn's. We got to get back with that.
And you were, I think, yeah, you were in between bands. And I remember the guy that I was, the guy that I was in a band with was like, "You should hit up Seb," and I'm like, "Seb doesn't want to play with us." And it was true because of the lead singer guy that I was with. Didn't really.
Sure won't.
Just
Sure, I won't say his name.
Sure won't.
won't say his name.
Sure. Buzz, 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 buzz.
Yeah, because this is like, well, that was worse than like a toxic girl that you just took one date out on and she falls in love with you within 5 minutes.
I later learned that Seb was down to jam with me and Robert, but not.
Well, great.
Yeah, that is true.
Well,
I will vouch for that.
subtract later and move on.
But yeah, and then you started jamming with Separation soon after that, right?
Yeah, Separation was pretty much right after that because I was hanging out with some friends, and then I always knew Cagel, like we were never friends, we were just kind of acquaintances. And then Chris Sweet again, he keeps coming up because that dude's been almost like a mentor for me for a few years.
We already did 2
What a
episodes
dude.
with that. So
Yeah, I love that guy.
please
And,
refer to episodes 5 and 6.
So he was in that band, which I'm sure he talks about
Did
in
I nail
those
it?
in those episodes 5 and 6. But anyways, he was busy with Divisions at the time when they wanted to get back together, and so he got me in contact with Cajal, and I met up with those guys, and it was a thing. So I was with them until pretty recently.
Division?
No, Separation of Self.
Separation of Self.
Yeah.
Who's a band that started back when I was first getting into the band gig back in like 2005.
What?
Yeah, they started back then, and I was like a witness to the start of Separation.
That's when you
of Self.
started?
Not us, but when I started playing in real bands, yeah, it was back then. It was like
05?
right out of high school, yeah, like 04 and 05.
Oh, okay. I was playing in real bands in high school.
Not me. We
Yeah, I
didn't
wasn't.
really play good shows in high. Like Seb, we were playing house shows, but not at venues.
Oh yeah, we played like Kilby and shit, the circuit and shit in high school.
I did play the
real
circuit in high
shows.
school.
We haven't really gone over my history very much, but I didn't
We've
play
got
it.
to.
Play
That
it.
reminds me. Do you remember that venue, the Outer Rim?
Of course, I remember
Yeah,
the other.
it
Dude,
used to play a shitload of shows there
no,
too.
I drive
some of the high
past
school
it.
ones.
I drive past it like occasionally for work. Like there's an auction thing out there, and I'll literally like every time like it's like 9th and Redwood or something like that, and like the first time I remember it was like, why do I recognize this? Like why is this? Oh my god! Like the sign's still there, dude. Like it still says the Outer Rim. It's crazy, dude. Ted fucking Shoop.
Oh yeah, Ted.
So many places. That was like the 4th or 5th place that he owned.
It was like the 8th or 9th.
8th or 9th.
I don't know.
Okay.
He had a lot,
Keep me
but
straight.
no, I'm just kidding.
That reminds me of a phase that we skipped over that I do want to talk about.
What? Let's
So,
go.
when I was in high school, most high schools have like orchestra, concert band, jazz band, that kind of thing, which we had that too. But our teacher is also a huge rock guy, like from the 70s, so he loved like
Rock
Led Zeppelin and the Beatles.
Guy.
Was obsessed with it, and so he started this class called Rock School. And so what it was is people who played like rock
School of
instruments.
Rock?
Yeah, kind of, but it was an actual credited class in high school.
Sick.
So there was a bunch of kids, and we all separated out into different projects within the same class. And so for our concerts, we would do like cover songs of our choice and originals that we get graded for. And at the end of the year, he would do a themed concert. And that was my senior year, so we got the first experiment, and ours was Kiss. And we actually had it. So we all learned 2 Kiss songs and one of our originals that we all played. And we all dressed up, like had fog machines, had the makeup, all the bullshit. And it was, I still am not a huge fan of Kiss, but that was one of the funnest experiences in my life.
That's sick, though.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I think I
That's
might
super
have to
sick.
dig up some pictures and show you guys.
Yeah, dude.
But
Cool. You
it's-
post them on the Instagram.
Yeah, it's
That's
sick. I know
so
I have
cool.
one on my phone, at least one.
Coming soon from the Hive Mind Collective, S.L.C.
Have you ever had Southern brandy? It is quite delicious. Sometimes you put it on ice, which don't actually know how they're able to get ice down in south with there is no coldness. It's pretty warm all the time, and we have not invented refrigeration. Ice is very cold. There is no heat in ice because all of the molecules are standing still because they are so cold. But when you heat them up, they move really, really fast. And then that is when they expand. And they break out of their bubble and they turn into vapor.
Beware of the depravity, Aaron Anthony, the 7th divine ruler of all.
So I was saying, yeah, that Separation itself is a bunch of old guys.
Yeah.
Which I'm an old guy, so that's
You're not as old as they are.
not quite. But they were the Separation dads.
I still call them the Separation Dads.
And-
Separation dads.
Yep,
And
they called me their son.
They got young Seb playing with them because they're just amazing musicians. And yeah, I thought that was awesome because it was a total revival of the band. They had not been a band for several years. After when they had Chris Sweet in their band, he was ready to tour and go hard. And like Doug and others in the band were like, "Yo, we have families, man. We can't like." Be
I got
touring.
rent.
You
I
gotta
got
be
rent.
back."
I got a car payment, bro.
So, they didn't want to hold Chris back, and so the band just kind of fizzled out, and Chris went on to do several other badass things.
Refer to episodes 5 and 6.
But yeah, so it was cool to have that resurgence of that band that I loved, and it was one of the bands that I looked up to when we were
With Seb,
with young Seb playing fucking
the
drums.
triumphant hair
Yeah, that was
swinging.
fun because back when those albums came out, I learned those songs for fun because that's still something I do. I'll just songs that I like that I catch my ear drum wise, I'll learn them
I like that.
because I enjoy playing them just by myself with
No,
some
dude, I
decent pair
do
of
that too.
headphones.
Yeah,
Like that's what I do
I do
before
that.
practice, before you guys come in.
Well, and that's
So-
that's how like I've been able to like learn, you know, my way through drum songs is like just AC/DC. You know what I mean? When it's just the straight foot. You know what I mean? The straight foot pedal.
Oh yeah.
Like boom, boom, boom. This is all I got to worry about with my foot, and then I can like concentrate on this up here. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
tight.
So then also you did a tour. Didn't you do a tour with Charlatan?
I did.
Meantime? So how
Yeah.
was that?
I was hired on with that one. That's where a lot of the good stories are, I guess.
So describe, like for people that don't know, Charlatan is what type of music?
That's a tough question.
Yeah, that's
That's why I
literally
asked it.
that's a whole
There's
that's a whole podcast.
There's
about.
new metal, there's acoustic, there's dance pop, there's regular pop, there's alternative rock in there. There's a lot of southern vibes. There's even country parts in some of their songs.
gray
They
members.
just throw all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they-
it's a
they
bunch of
just-
guys that were basically from Salina, Utah, and central Utah, like
Check out
tiny ass
Charlottesville.
town, and they moved
They're
up
super
here,
sick.
and they are their music is incredible. The way that Austin Heath's mind works and they write and Gray Member,
He's wild, bro.
They write some of the coolest stuff I've ever heard and have ever had the pleasure of playing along with in front of people.
Austin Snickers.
Yeah, love that kid.
Yeah, I just
I
got.
work with him.
Oh, cute.
Huge brands. Boo. If
Huge
you want to
brands.
sponsor this,
If you would like to
podcast.
sponsor this podcast, brought to you by Huge Brands. Austin. Yeah, no. Every time I see him, I just give him a new candy bar nickname. Austin 100 grand. Cause Heath.
I'm telling you, he's just the sweetest kid.
He
No,
is
he's a
one of
great-
the nicest people I've met in my entire life.
He's a great
Tell why you
human.
say that.
I would love to have him on here, but I feel like he just would feel weird about talking about himself.
Probably, but I bet you he would love to.
I
he
bet.
would-
Yeah, I bet it
I'll
would be a
ask
good show.
You would love to
should.
do it.
Yeah.
Well,
Can you claw me, by the
you
way,
should
Case?
ask him.
I will ask him.
Will you claw me?
Oh, bro.
This episode brought to you by Dented Brick Distillery.
And not
Uh,
White Claw, but we still
Not
like White Claw.
not White Claw, but we're you know,
We still drink what we like,
my garbage.
including Dented Brick.
My
rum.
garbage consisted of pizza boxes and Uncrustables boxes and White Claw boxes, and I was like, oh, I look. Never mind. Like a single white mom. Cut that part out. Cut that part out.
Please
of
don't.
it. Whatever. That's not offensive. Y'all have good taste and shit.
Until we get in trouble with it. I'm just joking.
Like the 15 people who listen to my girlfriend and be like, "What did you say?"
What?
I'm a single white mom.
We're gonna get more people. Tell your friends.
Tell your
More
friend-
single white
tell-
moms?
Bro, yeah.
I'm down.
So my friend Sean Conway, which you know Sean Conway.
I
he's
know
your
Sean
friend
Conway
too.
very
he's
well.
everybody's friend.
He's everyone's friend.
He
He's a
comes up
great
to me,
man.
He's like, I've been listening to the podcast, and you guys really need to have Goose on. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's like,
fucking
dude,
every
I can
time I die.
text him right now. I
Yeah,
was like,
cool.
Don't text him.
Next time he's in, no, bro. If Goose is here, bro, I would love to sit down with Goose.
I think he's here.
He said that he's gonna be in town soonish, so I'll talk to.
Talk to Sean. I'll
That's
shoot.
business on
I'll,
the show.
I'll shoot. Yeah, we'll see what's up. But anyway, you were
Sip.
Charlatan. They hired you. They
Yeah.
said, Seb, we need a drummer for tour.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you mind telling us what you got paid?
I actually got paid, which is a huge deal because this is their first big
I'll
tour.
say that's what's up.
I'm not going to tell you how much, but
Okay.
the fact that they
Don't.
came out in the black
Good boy.
and I actually did get paid from it is a huge
I'm
deal.
so glad that you didn't tell me. That like makes it more mysterious and cool. I'm not gonna tell you what I got paid, but
No. But it, like, honestly, I was expecting to do that one. It just come out even, and I would have been fine with that.
cool.
Because,
Experience.
So you got paid
Enough.
after?
yeah,
Oh, about it.
yeah.
I
Plus,
like only one time got paid after tour, and it was so cool because like I went shopping in Los Angeles. I was like, "Sup, man?"
no, I was able to cross a lot of bucket list items off on that tour, which was rad.
I remember seeing
Let's talk
all the
about
pictures
bucket
of it.
list. Like what?
Well, besides going on a full 2-week tour with, so it was the band called S.L.C. They were celebrating their 10-year anniversary
Oh,
of their
who?
albums.
Oh, what's their band name?
S.L.C.
Yeah, bro, they big.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
just kidding. No, it was actually a really good time because I just remember that first night we leave here because our first show was in Portland, and it happened to be their worst snowstorm in 300 years in Oregon that year. And they don't exactly plow their roads. We found out.
They don't have plows.
They do have plows.
Do they?
They
Who
plow.
does
They
that?
plow up to their ski resorts.
Who are we
So-
talking about?
Okay, that makes
Just
Oregon.
Portland. Yeah.
Portland.
So like we're going.
Yeah, they don't have a fleet of. They have like 6
Yeah.
snowplows.
So
They
we're
don't have a
actually
fleet
we're
of
watching them drive past us with their plows up, kind of thing. And it took. I think that drive usually takes like 14, 16 hours, right? It took us about 21. and it was like white knuckling the whole time. Like props to Gray again because he drove the whole time, and I'm just in the back with my headphones on trying to listen to music and keep my mind off of shit. Because you look to the other side of the freeway and there's like semi trucks rolled over and just like jackknife and cutting out the freeway. People were stuck there for like a day. We were able to dodge most of it.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Yes.
Is Gray's last name really Member?
No.
It's like, no. His last name's a synonym for penis? No way.
I mean, if
Okay,
he legally
sorry.
changed it, I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, for sure he would be the one to
Yeah,
like
he would be
change his
that
name
guy.
to Gray Dick.
And it would be great. I would be all about it.
He
I'd
probably
support him
should
100%.
change it to Great Dick.
Great?
Yeah. Greyt.
That's too obvious.
No, it's not.
Or
It's
like,
probably
what
too
about great?
obvious.
Like cheese grate. Like
Whatever, our
G-R-A-T-E.
president's Donald Trump. Everything's too obvious.
Yeah.
And I remember because one of our members, he talked to a friend who offered us a place to stay that night, and we get there, and her roommate / landlord kicked us out and like called the cops and stuff to make us get out. It was kind of a big deal.
Drama.
Yeah.
For one night?
For one night.
Jeez.
And so he ended up basically kicking her out of the house too, like evicting her that night because of it.
Because you guys were staying there?
Yeah, he was assuming that she was inviting all of us to go live there with them.
Whoa.
Which this guy there was no talking to, so we stopped trying for a while. We're just packing, like this is after we loaded out from the van with our bags and shit.
Trump supporter.
This is
Dude,
before
this
that.
was long before Trump.
No,
No,
was it?
was it?
No, it wasn't.
That was like 2017, 18.
Yeah, it was right near the beginning, I believe.
What?
Yeah, but yes,
Bro.
the cop even gets there, and he's cool as hell.
The cop.
Yeah, because he called the cops on us.
What?
And so the cop rolls up while we're throwing our stuff in the van, and we're just trying to tell the cop, he's like, no, you guys are good, just go, you're fine.
Okay, bye.
And so we ended up taking her, and she stayed at a hotel that night, and then we just went to IHOP while 2 of the members went in there at 8, and the rest of us just passed out in the van. Then we played her first show.
Fucking.
after that.
Hey, Tor.
Yeah.
Great, it was a great start.
That is so tight.
Found out my pedals broke
Oh, God.
on the way up there too, and so we had to go to a hardware store and do a quick fix, which I used the entire time.
Oh,
And it
yeah.
worked, so it was fine.
Bro, do it right, do it good.
Yeah, and that's how it started. And then it was a lot smoother after that, but that was probably the worst.
Had to get all the kinks out, right?
Yeah, I mean, the first show of tour is always the roughest, from what I hear. It was for us. It was definitely for me.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it was good. And after that, we went to Seattle, stayed at one of the other band's houses. And they
Where'd
were
you,
chill
did you
as
play
shit.
at El Corazon?
Yes.
Such a great venue.
We had fun, except for the merch cut, and then which
Shit,
we kind of
fucking whatever.
lied about, all of us.
Oh, duh. That's your job.
Yeah.
Wait,
You-
what?
So a lot of
The
venues, have
venue
you ever heard
took
of
a merch cut.
So they'll come up and tell you you owe them like 15% of your merch sales.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So it's actually a pretty common
Didn't
thing.
Put in on this.
No,
man.
all day.
So
Dude,
we just
Warped
show 'em the
Tour has
books
a-
and be like,
Warped
we-
Tour has a.
I guess
yeah,
they gave
we're-
you a venue to sell it at.
Which
Yeah.
is it's still bullshit. They make their money after ticket sales.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Especially at Elko where they have a bar too.
The
they're-
service fees.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Tickets are $48 plus a $58 service.
Yeah.
fee.
No shit. It was bad.
$116.
A fun fact too. That was the same day as the Atlanta Falcons and
106.
New
My
England
bad.
Patriots
Math.
Super Bowl. I remember that vividly.
What? Patriots?
Patriots and the Falcons Super Bowl.
What's up?
That was that same day. Cause I remember being at the venue.
Tom Brady.
And we're,
Hail Tom Brady. 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 Hail Tom Brady.
My mic's not loud enough to drown you
Hail
out.
Tom Brady. Hail Tom Brady. Hail Tom Brady.
So I mean this in the most respectful way because the guy's done a lot, accomplished a lot, and I do respect him for his talent. But I do say this with 100% pure conviction.
Get it.
Fuck Tom Brady.
Fuck you, motherfucker. Motherfucker. I can't hear you over these 6 rings. I can't hear you. These 6 rings are shining too loud. Fuck. And he's about to go to Tampa Bay, and guess what? I'm a Tampa Bay fan so hard right now, dude.
Bet.
I'm a Tampa Bay fan because Gronk and him, dude, they're going to win a fucking Super Bowl.
So I'm excited because I'm a Falcons fan, so we're just going to destroy you guys.
Yeah,
3 times a year.
your wishes. You guys are just going to get shit on in the fucking South now. Everybody in the South's going to get shit on for 10 more years.
Okay, nobody's gonna watch.
We have
it
Gurley.
because of COVID.
We're all going to watch it because of COVID. No one's going to be there because of COVID.
That's true.
And I thought we weren't saying COVID on this.
Oh yeah, sorry. Not
No, my only thing is like literally I have podcasts that I try to listen to get away from
Oh yeah.
all
they
the
just,
COVID
They bring it
news.
up and it just brings you down.
Dude, literally, it like it even bled into the Geek Show, and my favorite person on the Geek Show is now my least favorite person on the Geek Show because he won't shut up about it being the fucking end of the world. He's never gonna listen to my fucking podcast. I don't give a shit. Lee George Cade. Anyway, so get real about Charlatan. What else? Stories.
There's that. We also had a dress code on stage, which was the most ridiculous thing we could possibly wear. So I still have these.
Hold up.
They gave me a pair of pink short shorts, which I still will wear sometimes because I think they make my butt look really, really great.
Of course they do.
And so once in a while they still come out of the wardrobe. It's
So
important.
What was like on the dress code? Like what could it?
He said the most ridiculous
just-
thing
yeah.
you could possibly wear.
So like gray came out a lot, and like American flag, leotard, spandex and shit.
Yeah.
Lasco,
Okay.
the keyboardist he'd play in a hot dog costume a lot.
Yes.
Kind of thing.
okay.
Just
It's
yeah.
a creative dress code.
Gray
I was thinking about
member.
it totally
Yeah.
wrong way.
Except for San Francisco, we actually planned out to wear all of us to wear dresses in San Francisco.
Where'd you guys play in San Fran?
DNA,
I've been there. I never got to play there.
Good
that
pizza.
place was pretty cool.
good pizza. Unfortunately, I never tried on the dress that we bought before tour from the DI, and my shoulders wouldn't fit through it.
It's probably better
And
for
so
all
I just
of us that
yeah,
you didn't.
I don't know, man. The rest of them look good.
Your big burly shoulders.
I know. So I just played
Big
in
shoulders
just
and
I
this
just played in
dress.
just the short shorts, and it was fine.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Drummers don't have to wear clothes. Fuck.
It was very liberating to actually have the fan not just feel it on my face, but feel it everywhere. It was wonderful.
When I see drummers play, I'm just like, why are you wearing clothes? Like, I literally would like drum in like those like soccer shorts, those tight little girl soccer
That's what
shorts,
these are.
booty shorts. I would rock those and Chuck Taylors.
Yeah, like
You
I've
know what
got
I mean, like
half of my underwear I can't wear with those short shorts. So, and I mean that.
that's good shit.
Yeah, it was fun though. We did some tourism thing, went around the Golden Gate Bridge. We went across the bridge, but our van still had dealer plates on it, and our trailer was a U-Haul.
Your van had dealer plates on it?
Yeah, Gray bought it like just before the tour. And so the way
And they sent you on tour with a dealer plate.
well, yeah, and the temp tag was in the window because this is literally like the week after.
Oh, wait, temp tag. Why would he still have a dealer plate then?
It was in the window. Dealer plates are everywhere else.
I work at a dealership, so like dealer plates are like $100. So
Yeah.
I don't think.
Well, no, not those dealer plates. I'm talking about like the advertising ones they put on cars that they sell. Yeah.
About it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the trailer
I'm like,
had,
dude, those are expensive, bro. You can't just be sending those out with a band on tour. They're gonna lose that shit.
yeah, they're magnetized usually. I remember from when I worked at a
Yeah,
dealership.
that's what's up.
But
so,
we were able to go through the bridges and not get told because they usually take a picture of your license plate and send the tickets.
get out.
Just says
So-
Tim Daly Nissan.
Tim
Yeah.
Daly Nissan.
And this was from Peterson's Motorworks, which shout out to Peterson. And then the U-Haul trailer.
They can't venue, dude. Those cameras weren't good enough. They couldn't venue. They had no
Nope.
idea who the fuck that was.
And it's funny because they said if you didn't have a box, it was like a $330 fine.
Whoa,
We
about it.
never got that. And so, but we were like the tourism around there, and then went to Lompoc. So we played the Glass House in Lompoc. Well,
Yeah.
that venue was legit. I enjoyed the
I've
hell
played
out
the
of that.
Glass House before.
Their green room area is what's up.
Yeah, well, of course.
There's a living room
legendary, bro.
in there. There's and a shower room. Like
Bro,
there's-
I fell
it was-
asleep on that couch for like probably an hour and a
Yeah,
half.
it was a good time.
I rolled
burger,
the fuck off the couch, just like, oh, we gotta play a show.
remember the burger place across the street was amazing.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember what it was called, but I remember where it is.
We were poor a lot,
I
but
was
usually I would have
prepared
bought
for
a
that one.
burger wherever the fuck I was.
Yeah.
You know?
Then after that, we went to Phoenix. I forgot what the venue in Phoenix was called. But it wasn't bad. The thing that bugged me about that tour is after the Phoenix show, we went to the Roxy on Hollywood Boulevard.
Of course.
So we went from Lompoc, which is close to LA,
Yeah.
still SoCal, to Phoenix, Arizona, and then back to LA in the heart of it. Which the Roxy, that's a bucket list thing for me because that place sold out for Alisana, and so
Of course.
playing in front of that many people and then eating at the Rainbow because you have to.
I did the same thing except for mine was the whiskey.
Yeah, there you go.
I played the whiskey and ate at the Rainbow that afternoon.
I still want to play the whiskey. That's still on my list.
The whiskey was cool, but I would honestly rather play the Roxy. But it's just because I played the whiskey. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just like,
Yeah, the Roxy's a little bigger from what I hear. The parking situation
no,
there is
the Roxy's way bigger.
yeah, the Roxy's parking situation is horseshit. The park
Whiskey's parking situation is horseshit, dude.
guy, yeah, like they had a guy come out and had us pay for our spots, and if we had a trailer, we had to pay for 2 spots. And
We had to call the city. Like the city had to fucking like block off a spot for our bus and
yeah,
trailer.
we should have done that, but
It was like 2 streets down. It was so fucked.
I just remember the dude tried to fight one of the members of one of the other bands, and that was one of the funniest things ever.
Yeah.
because he says this, and like
Damn,
20
dude,
guys
you
come out of
played
the parking
Roxy
lot.
with Alisana, bro. That was
Yeah.
that would be a sick fucking show.
Let's just say he backed down pretty quickly, and then we played that show, and that was a fun time. Then we played Tucson after that, and that was a fun show too.
Where
Did
I
you
don't
see
remember
a
what that
park
one's called
made
either.
entirely of cement?
What?
Did you see a public
there's a
park?
dog tied to a other dog.
A public park made entirely of cement?
Maybe.
I heard there's lots of those in Tucson, Arizona.
Could have been.
What,
That was.
what joke are you referencing?
It's Family Guy. I'm sorry.
No.
We'll cut that out.
No, don't cut it out because I tried to make the same Family Guy. There's a dog tied to a other dog. I've never seen so many boats so far away from bodies of water.
It's fair. I remember there's a Subway shop across the street
Keep it.
from that venue in Tucson, and it was amazing. It was
A
like a
Subway?
Philly. No, it was like a Philly shop, like a mom and pop's place.
A Subway shop. I'm
Yeah.
like, there was a really good Subway. Like,
Yeah, and it was cool because they had a
they
sandwich.
had better grilled chicken.
Yeah,
that
they
they,
had- they had a s-
warm up in the microwave.
I remember they had a sandwich called the Cowboy, and that was like
Get out of here.
a moldy loaf of bread with a
A
turd
what?
on it or something like that. It was just talking mad shit on the Cowboys, and so we were all about that.
About it.
And we played with this band. You have to cut this part out because I can't remember what they're called. But it was the guy from Bled, his new band that was from Arizona,
Okay.
and they opened up the show and blew everybody away.
What?
Like-
What? You don't remember what the band is
No,
called?
I don't. It'll come to me later. But that was one of the most incredible openings I've ever seen because it was like watching the Bled. The intensity was there. It was chaos. It was.
What
very
was the
good.
singer of the Blood?
I don't. No, it wasn't the singer. I think
Oh,
it was the
okay.
guitarist.
Oh, okay.
But
Cool.
yeah, they're incredible. Played there.
Super tight.
And then we did a secret show in Albuquerque at an Albuquerque School of Rock place actually, which is fun.
Secret show?
Yeah, it was
I don't
it's
think
called
I
the
ever
Co-op.
played a secret show.
Because the band from Seattle that we were with, they're called Versus. Fucking great guys too. They had
Versus?
Yeah, and they had connections down
Hold
there.
on. Like VERSUS?
I think so.
So like the Salt Lake Band?
No, they're from Seattle.
I know, I meant like the Salt Lake Band. Do you remember? Chad
No.
Pinkney was the singer of a band called Versus for a minute. That's super cool. Anyway, go
Yeah.
ahead.
It's funny because their TM is actually the singer from Avoid now, and that band's
Oh,
started to blow
cool.
up quite a bit.
Yeah.
But he had connections down there, so we met up with this lady named Dawn. She's one of the biggest sweethearts I've ever met. She fed us enchiladas. She was the.
Bro, I love the tour moms.
Yeah.
Danny K, Mama K, I love you, girl.
So we hung out there, and then our next stop after that was St. Louis, and that was the worst drive of my life. From Albuquerque, New Mexico to
Fuck,
St.
how
Louis,
big was
Missouri.
this tour?
2 weeks. There was, I think there was 3 off days total, and one of those got edited obviously because of Albuquerque, because I was on an off day.
So, 12 shows.
Yeah, 12 shows in 14 days.
Super tight.
So the first, yeah, because it was still 2 days to drive to St. Louis, because the first night I remember we stayed in Joplin, Missouri, which that was great, because we just stumbled in, because we were like, fuck it, we're not
Why
playing
St.
tonight.
Louis? Were they from St. Louis or something?
No, that was just part of no, I think they're from North Carolina, but I'm not entirely sure. I didn't do that much research on them, because I don't really care.
Ouch. Go.
Good dudes, though.
Great dudes, though. Great guys, though.
So we stayed in Joplin, and we just like, well, we got time to kill. We're not playing tonight. So we went to this bar, just one of the first ones in their Main Street, small town. And there's a bunch of old guys just playing on stage. And like one of the guys came out when we were getting out of the van, like, you guys look like trouble. We're like, yep. He's like, let me buy a drink.
Great. Great.
So
Thank you.
then he's this dude's like in his 70s. He talked a lot about the tornadoes that hit Joplin, really like the F5 and all that shit.
Yeah.
A lot of good stories. He bought us some beer. And then he invited all of us on stage, and we kind of played like a little impromptu set on their equipment, which is
About it.
actually pretty fun.
What was this venue called? Do you remember?
I don't remember the bar was
Because
called. No.
I played in Joplin, Missouri. Like,
So just think about like a dive bar where there's like mugs on the walls and shit,
bro,
and then you go to the right, and then there's a back.
that
There's
sounds
a
like
back
a place
walkway, and you
Black
go
Hounds
in.
would have played.
Yeah, and then there's like a stage set up, like an auditorium type stage with like
Fuck,
seats
man,
and
I
stuff.
gotta look back and see if I can find the evidence. Because, like, I know we played Joplin because I remember after that F5 hit Joplin, I was like, fuck, I've been to that town.
Yeah, so it was there, and yeah, that was like an unexpected great night on that tour for sure.
Got it?
Then we just slept next to an abandoned building. Oh no, it was the same because we were told not to sleep in St. Louis because of how shady it is when it comes to
No,
gear.
yeah, you don't fuck with that shit.
Yeah. And so we stayed in Joplin, and then we drove to St. Louis the next day and played at the Foo Bar.
Yep, and then you get out of town after the show.
Well, we didn't.
You stayed in town? Did you guys get shit jacked?
No.
Okay, thank God.
Well, we went to the suburbs. So what happens? We played at Food Bar. A couple of guys from the Chicago Blackhawks actually flew in for the show because apparently their favorite band when they were kids, like teenagers, was S.L.C.
What the fuck?
And they covered our bar tabs.
What the fuck?
That's cool.
And so, and I remember because the bartender just kept feeding me Jameson shots.
That's a cool story.
Like I think I
Show stories. What's
yeah,
up?
I think I drank an
2020,
entire
baby.
bottle, like an entire fifth of Jameson that night. It was bad. I blacked out.
Bro, I've had those nights.
And yeah, we didn't pay for shit. I found out later that it was the Blackhawks guys. And with one of the friends at the label, they were there and they ended up buying a hotel room for us basically. So we partied that night, went to a bar,
Get the fuck out of here. That's
and
cool.
we stayed there and then went to Kansas City the next day. And apparently I was not like belligerent, but kind of a handful. So I still regret that to this day because I don't remember. Because the entire fifth of Jameson once again.
Once again,
For
an
free.
entire fifth of James.
Yeah, sorry. Like I do like the fire water, but I'm not the mountain.
Bro,
That's a cool story, man.
that's
Yeah.
a great
Okay.
story. I'm really grateful for that story.
So that was fun. Then after that, we went to Kansas City and played the Aftershock.
Yeah, I've played there as well.
That venue was okay. I hate talking shit, especially on a public forum, but that was the worst pizza I've ever had to this day.
Real
Hey,
quick,
man.
did you ever play D Piazzas in San Diego?
No, we played the Soda Bar in San Diego.
I've never heard of that.
It was I forgot about that stop because
When we were, when we were in San Diego, we played a place called D Piazzas a couple times, and like their thing was like, you get a pitcher of beer per band member,
And shitty pizza.
bomb.
I've heard stories. Yeah, this reminds me of the bomb pizza.
Bomb.
Because I think
You've
it was
heard
I think it was Sean from Alisana that was telling us about it. He's like, I wish we were playing there.
D Piazzas?
Yeah.
Really?
I think
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I mean, when we crossed paths with Alisana, they were in Oregon, so like they hit Cali hard, I'm sure. So they probably played there.
Yeah, we played the Soda Bar, which is like a tiny place. Like
The soda, it sounds like a fucking tiny
so like
place.
it was
sounds like,
small enough to like I
sounds
remember
like part of a McDonald's.
yeah, like the stage was like
Thirst.
you know that meme where it shows a palette and it's like this is my favorite venue. It's like
Yeah.
that's the stage. It was like that.
Oh,
So like I put my
God.
drums on the floor so that Gray could be above me so that you can see everything. Kind of it was that small.
See, we always put the drummer up on things, and we played in front. Like when it was like a small stage, we did that a couple times. But like we'd put the drummer up, and it's just the drum riser, and then we'd put the mics down with the people, and then it was like an anti-flag show.
Yeah. See, I like having the drums down on the floor with everybody else on stage
How
because
about it?
that puts me closer than I usually am to shows. So it's like almost a whole different experience for me. I enjoy
Oh,
it.
I bet.
And so we did that. So where was I? Here, Kansas City, shitty pizza. Like,
Kansas City,
horrible,
shitty pizza.
Horrible pizza.
Soda bar?
Soda Bar was the one in San Diego.
Oh, San Diego,
Aftershock
sorry.
was the one in Kansas City.
I played Aftershock.
Yeah. And
I
that,
don't remember pizza at Aftershock.
oh, it was free, and they should have paid us for it.
And they should have paid us for it.
Forgiveness is divine. but
Yeah,
one
like-
never gives good credit to bad pizza.
Yeah, so like I would rather have 5-day-old Little Caesars than eat that pizza again.
Is it in the fridge though? The 5-day-old
Doesn't
Little
matter.
Caesars?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, because if it's out the fridge, that's cardboard. But I mean, in the fridge, like in like a climate-controlled.
That's reheatable.
Yeah.
Especially if you have
Bro,
an air fryer like I do.
I don't air fryer pizza. I oven or toaster oven pizza. That's what's
Air
up.
fry that shit, bro.
I'm usually down. Like this is the first pizza I've honestly ever had that I said I do not like. It's the first
What?
time.
That's kind of a crazy.
It's the first- it's the
even
first
bad
pizza
pizza
that's-
though. Like even like Totino's, like you get it
Oh, dude,
like
I-
the right cook on it.
Yeah, dude,
and
I
the right
love
ranch
that
on
kind
it.
of shitty pizza. That kind of shitty pizza's fueled me through much of my life.
Totino's is
See, but
well
like
done.
it fueled me through my life, but I don't feel the need to revisit it
Taco
now that I
pizza.
don't need it.
Oh,
You
I
know
always
what
keep-
mean?
I always keep
taco
'em-
pizza. Fuck taco pizza now that I'm like
Taco
don't.
pizza.
But I don't need taco pizza, so fuck taco pizza. You know what I mean? Like I'm making good money. You know what I mean?
Right.
I can afford
You don't need to
afford
buy
real meat.
10 fucking Tortino's pizzas and get 3 of the next
You
month.
just call them Tortinos.
Tortino's. What are
Totinos.
Totino's. I don't know why we called them because it was like having pizza on a tortilla.
Oh,
We
about
would
it.
literally
Yeah,
fold
about
them in
it.
half and just.
No, literally, it's a sandwich
Yeah,
pizza.
no, yeah, I do that too.
See, but then you put good toppings on it and you make it like a sandwich for real.
Like good toppings, sriracha. I
calzone.
just,
Went that far. That's
just coat the bitch in
Calzone.
sriracha. I'm into it.
About it. It is cardboard pizza, man. Due to I'm thinking somebody from Totino's would hear this and be like, "What? I want to cease and desist immediately. This shit talking on our pizza.
If we get that letter, we'll stop talking shit on them. Okay?
Yeah,
I
if we
promise.
get that letter, that'd be so tight. I'd be like, somebody from
That would be a
Totino's listens.
celebratory day.
Yeah.
Sup?
So after that, we played at Denver at the Marquee, and their pizza is fucking bomb.
Okay, every venue's got pizza.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we were kind of sick of it, and I'm like, do I really want?
Never sick of it.
Club Vegas used to give us pie.
Oh, the pie.
Yeah, I remember
That's
that.
super tight.
Yeah, I remember that. I used to eat that on the patio over there.
When the $5 pizza, like when
the $5 pizza.
when the $5 pizza came, not $5 pizza, but like when the $5 large hit Little Caesars and it saved Little Caesars as a company, I like so many venues, bro. Literally just like, bam. Oh, and there's and we spent the regulatory $25 on 5 pizzas for you. And it's like, fuck, cool, thanks, I'm hungry. We also had those for lunch because that feeds us the best.
Yeah, it's the cheapest ways to eat.
Bro, literally, for a while.
Not only saved Little Caesars, it saved several like underground bands across the country.
All over the country. We subsisted off of that shit.
Well, now you can also get like Taco Bell. They'll feed bands for free. And then there's a Mexican chain that kind of reminds me of Cafe Rio. Can't remember what they call it, like Pistol Pete's or something like that.
Pistol Pete Maravich?
But they also feed bands for free. They require less proof that you're in a band.
Casey got my joke. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm the baby.
My mic's not loud enough.
I'm a baby.
You got it, but Pistol Pete Maravich played for the Utah Jazz, but like in the 70s.
Oh, yeah, now I know who he is.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
Number 6.
Yep.
You think, fuck you.
I wasn't calling you Dad. I was thanking my dad, but
Thanks, Dad.
if the shoe fits, Dad.
Oh, I mean, the shoe fits. I'm a stepdad these days.
Like 3 years old.
I'm a stepdad these days. Fuck. We'll got more?
Well, yeah. After that was just the Salt Lake home show, and that was the end of the tour. The tour actually ended in Salt Lake, which was super nice.
That's super weird. Yeah, like the big time touring I did, we came through and we went to Ogden.
Yeah.
And so like Binks and Batty drove up, but like nobody else. Like a couple people did. Like, I love you guys. I'm sorry if somebody who was there listens. But like literally I was just like, who the fuck is all my friends? Drew's like, oh, it's it. Sorry, dude. Got some stuff going on. Like, I'm not fucking driving to Ogden. Boomba?
I got a fence
What the
to
fuck
put
is
up.
Boomba?
I never went to Boomba. I'm bummed.
I played Boomba a lot, actually.
It was too young.
Boomba was cool. I mean, it was alright.
I remember playing Boomba with Separation of Self back in the day, and they, like all the straight edge kids up there, stood there with their thumbs down and fucking.
Yeah, I was just pointing at the cat.
But all the fucking straight edge kids in Ogden would stand there with their thumbs down because fucking Separation of Self would have hoodies that said, "I like it better seeing life through unsober eyes." Yeah, dude, it was.
Dude, my neighbor's talking hard. We should probably wrap. Hey, we put down an hour and 10 minutes with you.
Did you really?
Nasty.
That went by fast.
Yeah, I had a
2 episodes. But
I probably hot mic'd us for 5 minutes or so before, but I don't know. I really like your tour stories because that was a really cool story. That was a really cool tour. I mean, it's crazy. I would have loved to play like a big tour like that.
Dude, some of
Nasty.
the best 2 weeks of my life.
Cool.
Straight up.
Super cool.
Hey everybody, it's Casey Jackson, producer of the show. We want to give special thanks to Scott Millett for making the video of this podcast possible. If you want to check that out, search Show Stories Podcast on YouTube. You'll find it there. Special thanks to Sebastian Smith, one of the best drummers in the world in my opinion. Love that dude. Thanks for coming on the show. Special thanks to Miles Rogers for all of his great hosting abilities. Couldn't do the show without you, bud. Thanks a lot. Special thanks to all the listeners. Make sure you go back and listen to all the other episodes. Some great conversations, some good times. And as always,
Thanks for listening. We'll see you in the crowd.
Nailed it.
Show Stories is a production of the Hive Mind Collective, S.L.C.